small changes can make a big difference.
Mhm.
Because you want people to feel comfortable. There is already a lot of traffic for most of the guests. They're not used to traffic. Much traffic on the cycle path. So for that, that's already a challenge.
Dear listeners, dear viewers, thank you for joining the Boat Bike Tours podcast again. I'm Ennie, your host for this episode, and I usually work in marketing and sales at the Boat Bike Tours office in Amsterdam. And today I get to talk about sports versus culture with Bert Houtenbos, and he is a tour guide on our tours. So thank you, first of all, for being here.
You're welcome.
And I think it's best if you introduce yourself first, because you know yourself best. So can you tell us something about your background? How did you come to Boat Bike Tours?
Yeah, sure. Well, my name is Bert in Dutch. Yes, I'm a tour guide for Boat Bike, and I came in contact with Boat Bike about 11 years ago. I was already guiding, but more sportive kind of guiding, mountain bike tours.
Where was that?
That was in Italy.
Very nice.
Yeah. I lived in Italy for almost 10 years, and I say we because Tammy, you already spoke to her, Tamara. We lived together in Italy, and we are more than 20 years active in northern Italy with mountain bike tours. And we started off organizing all kinds of activities, rafting, canyoning, hiking, and also mountain bike. So that's where I started. We both became mountain bike instructor because in Italy you need to have a license to do this kind of work.
Oh, really?
Yes, because it's a lot of responsibility, and to be able to do that, they by law you need like a license. So we became mountain bike not instructor but mountain bike guide, and after we did an extra course to become mountain bike instructor. It's a little bit deeper in the material.
Okay.
And so we both did that. And so for many years we organized and guided mountain bike tours in northern Italy, but also in the Netherlands. We gave courses for technical skills mostly. So that was my starting point from that. And then we came in contact with a colleague and a friend, and she was already guiding more the cultural type of cycle tours. And we were thinking, well, that could be a nice opportunity because a full season of mountain biking that's pretty intense.
I can imagine.
So and we thought, well, maybe to balance it out a little bit better, if we mix it up, we last longer.
Very smart.
So that was the thought behind it, and we both like biking. I mean, I don't care if it's a city bike, road bike, gravel bike, mountain bike. It's just the fun with biking is in all type of biking. So I thought, well, that could be a nice possibility to start this, and so I came in contact with Boat Bike, and from there it started.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And you've been guiding for a long time also for Boat Bike Tours.
Almost. I think 10 years. I did a intern, a test ride, and then I think it took over a year before I did my first tour. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because I already had my planning fixed. So I had time for the test, but I didn't have much time for to do a tour. But it was good to do the test, and then a year after I started doing tours. Yeah.
And do you see a lot of similarities between guiding in Italy, even though it was mountain biking, and doing boat bike tours?
Yeah, a lot of the guiding is similar, but yeah, with mountain bike it's different because the groups are smaller. Um, Most of the people have like a fitness level which is pretty high. Yeah, you kind of have to, otherwise it's really challenging. And also bike handling skills. That's a difference. With a mountain bike, most of the people already have a certain level of bike handling skills, and with tour bike, more the cultural tours, you sometimes have. I see people that are really struggling with the bike handling, and that's interesting and challenging for us as a guide.
Yeah, I can
Uh,
imagine.
uh, so sometimes, and then it helps our background of being a mountain bike instructor, because with the instructor course, you really learn to look at people, how they sit on the bike, how you can make small improvements by doing small changes in handlebar, seat post, any kind. Small changes can make a big difference in how people feel on their bike.
Oh, that's very handy
It
that you
is.
have those skills.
Yes. Sometimes, and it's also, well, it's very helpful, but sometimes it's also like a curse, because you see everything. Like, oh,
Oh,
and but no, most of the time it's very helpful, and sometimes small changes can make a big difference, because you want people to feel comfortable. There is already a lot of traffic for most of the guests. They're not used to traffic. Much traffic on the cycle path. So for that, that's already a challenge. So you want people to be comfortable on the bike, so they can enjoy more, and it's safer. And I think it's very helpful that we have this background.
absolutely. And other than that, you can now see where the problems are on a technical side. How else has your background, being an outdoorsy guy, very active, influenced your approach of tour guiding?
What I think it's also something that I sometimes do like a small warming up, because it's good to, and that's also something that we have from more the sports background. So a little warming up, so people have already some circulation, and things become easier to cycle, and so that's something. You maybe, I think a lot of our colleagues are aware of the importance of eating in time, drinking enough during the day. So, and that's also with sports. It's fundamental. If you miss your your uh, uh, your nutrients, yeah, you're done. But with this kind of tours, it's different. But it's important to eat enough and drink enough at certain times. So that's also some background from our sport, my sport background. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
And does everybody of the guests join the warm up?
Yeah, mostly, yeah. Yeah, they do. Yeah, and most of the people also like it, and they sometimes I start it, and then for example the third or fourth day I forget, or I just don't do it, or I don't know what reason, and then they ask for it. Oh, can we do the warm up? So
Oh, that's really
yeah,
nice.
yeah. So yeah, and it's very simple. I mean, it's a 5 minute workout, and then we can go. Yeah.
Do you often get mixed groups, activity level wise?
Yes, we do. Yeah. Yeah, and that's also interesting. Well, fortunately, we have a long and a short tour most of the time. So yeah, people can choose. The long is a little bit more challenging, also physically. Um, but sometimes also it happens that we really have a sporty group, and then yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Last year, for example, and that was really interesting. This group was a pretty young group compared to our average, and we were cycling from Bruges to Amsterdam, and then we had this day. There was a lot of wind, but we had tailwind, and
Oh,
that was a lot of fun. And that day was a stage that it was very very open, and so yeah, the wind in the back was.
amazing.
So I thought, well, I might speed up a little, and I have on my glasses I have a mirror, so I can look behind without turning my head, so I could see, and then I thought, well, I might speed up a little, so I did that, and then I looked, and then I saw the people smiling, you know.
Oh,
So I thought, well, maybe a little bit more and a little bit more. In the end, I was going 20 miles per hour.
wow.
That's pretty
Pretty fast for our tours.
for our tours with those bikes. I mean, it's a city bike,
Yeah.
but they were having so much fun, and and it was just maybe in half an hour. And during the day that we had this section with a lot of tailwind, and that was beautiful. Yeah, so if possible, it's also fun for me, you know, to do that. And but yeah, most of the times you have another pace and another speed. But yeah, sometimes it happens. And if you can, if you can do this with the group, yeah, it's a lot of fun. They like it.
And if you have groups where some people are really experienced cyclists or often do so, and then you have some people that probably haven't been cycling that many times, because I feel like a lot of the overseas guests are not that experienced in like cycling on roads, for example, because it's not that convenient for them or in those areas. How do you handle those mixed groups?
Yeah, again, that is interesting, and also good to be aware of is that some people come here and they say they are experienced biker in their country, and that's different because here it's different. We have such another approach of cycling. For example, sometimes I tell people, or people ask me, "Is there a lot of traffic?" And I responded, no, not at all. And the day finished, and they came to me, and they were not a lot of traffic. There was enormous lot of traffic. I was traffic. There was no traffic. And then I said, yeah, there were other bikers, but they see other bikers also as traffic.
Oh.
And most of the Dutch people see other bikers just as other bikers. And
Yeah, me too. I was thinking when you talked about traffic, I was imagining cars.
yeah, and that was my opinion too. But they meant traffic in general. So people cycling, walking, hiking, I don't know, but any traffic they consider as traffic. So for them it was already a lot of traffic because we have a lot of cyclists on the cycle paths. So that changes my view because I thought they meant traffic in sense of cars, trucks, and that kind of traffic, but no, they really meant traffic in general. Well, then it's pretty busy on the cycle path. Yeah, so now I tell people, yeah, there is traffic, there are other bikers, but there's no cars, and so I had to change that point of view.
Yeah. Also, their expectations.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. And so when you have, but your question was about when you have a mixed group, how do you manage that?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you what is possible. Some people can go by themselves if they're really secure and they feel confident. I can provide them with the knooppunten system.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. You can provide them with an extra loop, for example. Sometimes when we arrive at the ship, we can do an extra loop with people if they want. So that's also a nice thing to know. So if people want to do some extra exercise, sometimes we can do that. Yeah, and they can go by themselves with the Ride with GPS app. So yeah, you always try to provide for everybody satisfaction. You know. So we have possibilities, but in the group sometimes and most of the times people are very chilled. You know, they're fine with they're aware of cycling in a group. So yeah, you have to adjust to the group, and if you can tell them, if you can provide them something extras in some way, they're already happy. And usually it's not a big problem. Another thing that is very helpful, I use a cornering system. Well, it's I'm not going to explain completely, but with the cornering system, the stronger bikers are able to do more cycling compared to the more the less advanced cyclists.
If people really want to know about the corner system, they can check out Tammy's episode because she also explained it.
Okay. Oh, so she already explained it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's a really good system.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of fun for many reasons, and it's very it makes it very dynamic. And the group it mixes up the group because otherwise you have the same person in the same spot the whole week. Because people, you know, how people are, they do something and then they keep on doing that because it's familiar for them and it's secure. But with the cornering system, it alternates, and that's a lot of fun, and you have more contact with people.
Yeah.
And it's helpful also for a guide sometimes.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
And the group mix is much better, and then maybe
Yeah.
they have a different dynamic, become friends at the end.
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah. And sometimes we have like maybe Tammy already told we have like a competition, the best corner. You know, sometimes
Really?
people are really creative and they're standing there on the side of the road, directing the group in a certain direction, and sometimes they're really creative and dancing or in a funny way, you know. And then when that happens, then people want to try to make it even funnier.
And then it's a whole competition.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Which countries are you mostly guiding in?
Yeah, I guide mostly the Netherlands and Italy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you see differences in the people choosing for those tours? Like, do specific nationalities come more to one country, or also activity level wise?
Ooh, that's a good question. It's pretty similar to me, yeah. But the one I guide here in the Netherlands, well, I do some tulip tours. I do the Amsterdam Bruges, the north and the south. Well, Netherlands is for many levels perfect to start. So most of the time, well, the groups are mixed, but a lot of the times people that are for the first time booking a tour, it's a good thing to book one of the Netherlands tour
Because it's also so flat.
it's flat. it's easy in a way because most of the country is covered with bike path,
Yeah.
so you don't have to cycle on the road. And if you cycle on the road, or if we use the road, usually it's a very low traffic road, so it's pretty safe, and people don't feel that that it's too challenging for them. Although the wind can be challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wind and the rain sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Fortunately, the rain, well, sometimes you can have that, but the country is more like we have more showers. So it's raining for a half an
Yeah.
hour, and then so, and that's nice because sometimes in other countries, more inland, I don't know how you call it, land climate.
Yeah.
You call it like that. Then you sometimes have rain for 2 days in a row without stopping, and it's just pouring.
No, here the weather can switch like 5 times a
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
Different
yeah.
seasons.
So that in a way it's advantage.
Yeah, definitely.
And that makes it, yeah, and it's an advantage, and it also gives you the possibility to adjust a little bit. So if I see, okay, it's raining for half an hour, we'll have another coffee and then we go. So you can try to
Make plans
Yeah.
around the weather.
exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And how are on both bike tours the cultural and the sportive aspects combined?
What do you mean by that?
Like what's on the schedule, for example? If people go on a bike, do they also see a lot of culture? What cultural aspects are on the list per day?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, it depends a little bit on the tour, but yeah. But for many people, it's the whole day. It's a cultural treat because you see so many. Yeah, most of the guests that I'm experienced with are Americans, Canadian, New Zealand, so English speaking. Most of my customers, so everything for them is like a cultural experience. And but usually we have like a few visits in one a day, for example, museum. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So a museum or a cheese farm or well, tulips. Now in this period, we're gonna start tulip tours. So we're gonna actually see a tulip farm, and so yeah. So but every day there is one visit, more or less, that we're able to do or to see. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the biking itself also holds some kind of cultural aspect because so many people
Yeah.
in the Netherlands are biking daily. So I think it's a great way to explore the country.
Yeah, that's also something that people notice, that they see everybody on a bike, and then I explain to them, yeah, well, most of the people, my friends in my how do you call that? My friends
Circle.
circle, yeah, that's the word. So in my circle, everybody has at least 2 bikes. At least, because that's one bike for doing groceries and like city bike, and most of them have a road bike, and many have also 3 bikes. They have a road bike and a mountain bike. And
Mountain bike in the Netherlands.
yes,
What do you need that for?
yeah, well, you'll be surprised because there's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of nice trails here. You won't find real mountains, but you'll find some hilly tracks, and
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. So yeah, it is possible in the Netherlands. I actually do courses and training also mountain bike in the Netherlands. Yeah, but you're limited in a way. There's no long climbs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So many people have 2 or 3 bikes, and that's what what customers see, that wow, they do everything on a bike. And it's true, because I do my shopping on a bike. I do groceries. I go out when I go to see a movie. I take my bike, and we go to the nearest cinema. It's maybe 10K. We can cycle that. I'm not going to use my car because, first of all, the time is the same. To park is hell. So yeah, I take my bike, and many people do that.
Yeah.
So
I do the same.
yeah, and that's something that a lot of the customers don't realize, that yeah, we for everything we use the bike, or for many things. And in other countries, yeah, they use a car for everything, because it's there is no infrastructure for them to go on a bike and go get groceries.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been in United States a few months ago, and then we realized, oh wow, yeah, it's not so easy to do things on a bike, because even if you want, there is no infrastructure. So you're cycling on the side of the main road, and that's not the nicest place to cycle.
Yeah, first of all that, and then also the layout of cities is different. So
Yeah.
then
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to drive with your car to a grocery store because
Yeah.
it's not in the city
Yeah.
often,
Yeah,
but a
sure.
little outside.
Yeah,
So
it
it's
is.
completely
Yeah,
different.
yeah. Yeah, we thought, oh, we're gonna walk up there, and then we were staying with friends, and we asked them, how far is it? And she said, well, 4K, and we thought, oh well, we can walk that, and they were like, you're gonna walk that? So, uh, because they advised us not to, we were like, okay, well, not. And then we went by the car, and then we saw, oh yeah, and we know what you mean. There was not really a sidewalk, so yeah, it's different, and yeah, it's good to realize that it is different for them, and yeah, so yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
And you are also a tour guide coach,
Oh,
as far
yeah,
as I understand. What does that include? What
yeah,
responsibilities do you have?
yeah. I don't know. No, I do, but yeah, it's just starting. I started this year with this new role, and yeah, I'm gonna. We just finished a training. We finished last Saturday. We had a 3-day training for our new colleagues. We went on the Princess Royal for 3 days, and then during that time there were 28 new colleagues.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot. And we were with 5 trainers. So me, Tammy, Hester, Niels, and Pete. And our the goal is to get them as much as possible prepared before they go on a trip. So our goal is to do the training. Well, first you have the interview with them, then you have the training, and then you have the intern, the stagereis, and after that you can do tours on your own, well, with a colleague obviously, but depends on the boat. So that's our aim, to make them as prepared as possible. So during these 3 days, we were having different scenarios and all topics passed. We talked about all the topics that were, that we need to handle during a tour, as much as possible. And after that, I will be more in contact with the new colleagues, so they can call me if they have questions. I will contact them myself to ask them how it's going, and if they need something, what are they struggling with or not, and what is just basically a backup. So that's my new role, but as well for the current tour leaders too. I mean, if they need something, I might be able to help them in some way. So
You could pass on your skills, for example, on seeing
yeah,
what's wrong with the bike.
yeah. That's something that can be very very helpful because you want people to feel safe in the group, and to be able to see how people need to be on a bike. That's a nice skill to develop.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very impressive.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a little sip of my grappa.
Okay, so we're coming closer to the end of the episode, and I have two questions left for you. One is, why should everybody experience a boat bike tour?
Ooh. Yeah, I think the balance in a boat bike tour is so good in many ways. There is good food, there is nice people, you have the boat riding or the sailing, being outside, the cycling, and all with the activity of doing things, the cycling, and with the cultural information and experience you get. Yeah, I even tell my friends that it's a nice way to have a vacation, or So it's not only for foreign people but also Dutch people. It's a great way to experience the country. Yeah, or
Definitely.
now I'm saying the country, the Netherlands, but yeah, we
Are
do more.
operating in
Yeah,
a lot of different countries.
exactly. So Germany, Italy,
Denmark,
Denmark, yeah.
Sweden,
So
France.
yeah,
So
yeah.
whoever wants to enjoy a boat bike tour and really dive into this sportative aspect on one hand and also get a lot of cultural information on the other hand, they should definitely experience a
Oh
boat
yeah,
bike tour.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, and the last question is not coming from me, but from our guests. And we already talked a little bit about it, but what happens if it rains?
That's a good question. Well, I remember I had a tour last year in Italy, and I told you before. Sometimes in other countries, the rain can go on all day. So we had the longest day of cycling, 70K. That's a pretty long day for boat bike standards.
Yeah.
And the forecast said it was gonna be rain all day. So
No.
I told them there are a few options. You could go by train, and then we'll see you in the city where we would finish. And so I gave them some options, and then I ended something like, yeah, but it's just water coming down, and I mean, it's nothing more like that. And you have a raincoat, and yeah, it wasn't cold. That helps. And most of the water is not coming on you, it's around you. So, and they were laughing, and they were, in the end, everybody went on a cycle tour. Nobody
Wow.
nobody took the alternative. So
Yeah, in
yeah.
Germany we say you're not made out of sugar.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah. I know. Did you ask this to Tammy too? This question?
I don't think I asked the rain question actually.
Oh, no, yeah. She had it once that they first had to go with a bus to a place, and then they would cycle. And so the bus was there. It was raining, and she already got out of the bus to prepare. And then she came into the bus, and the people were still sitting,
Oh,
and they were like, "We're not gonna cycle." So the bus went all the way to the place where they ended up. So,
oh
yeah,
no. Well, I guess it can go either way.
yeah.
But I think that's one of the great skills of a tour guide to like kind of manage to make it work or make it funny.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think we learned a lot today about especially the active aspect. So thank you so much for sharing all your insights.
You're welcome.
And if our guests, our viewers and listeners want to have more information, you can also visit our website at buildbiketours.com. Thank you so much.